Hey, how's it going, Rosie? This is Devin from Plumber HVAC Leads. I spoke to Noemi a little earlier. Very, very kind representation of your company. And thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm just going to show you 3 things I found on your website that you can improve so you can start bringing in more customers for free. I know you're probably asking why the heck I'd even make this video for you. And it's simple. I just know there's a lot of plumbers and HVAC techs out there who don't have the time to learn how to make the internet work for them and bring in more customers. So I found that by making these attack plans and giving them away for free, some of them end up taking this information and do it themselves and making a ton of money that way, which is awesome. And some of them end up calling me back and having me do this stuff for them. Whichever way you want to go is okay with me. Just please send me back 1 sentence of feedback at the end of the video to let me know what you thought. Now, what I'm going to talk to you about today is going to be content, backlinks, and citations. If we first start by looking at your website, you have a beautiful looking website. There's no denying that whatsoever. It looks like it's professionally done with all the animations, the color scheme, the photos. Everything here is absolutely gorgeous. Now, unfortunately, Google doesn't rank you based off of how good looking your website is. They take your website, they break it into a text file, and they scan through that text file for keywords. And keywords are phrases that people search into Google to find your business. Like Pasadena Plumbers is one of the bigger ones, but you can do anything. You do San Marino plumbing, plumbers in San Gabriel, whatever you want to do, those will all work. Just typically words or phrases that people search in looking for you. So first off, the people who are number 1 for that is Pasadena Plumbing Inc. And so I'm going to show you how to beat these guys. So first off, you want to have that keyword somewhere in your text. And if I type in the search bar Pasadena Plumbers, you actually don't have that anywhere on here. So it's one of the reasons you're not ranking high enough for it. You also want to have a certain amount of content. So when somebody does type in Pasadena Plumbers, Google's goal is to put them in front of the website that's going to answer all of their questions, which is typically the one with the most words. And that's the reason why the average website on the front page of Google right now has about 1,890 words. So you want to be sitting around there. You currently have 555. So that's another tip. You're going to want to get yourself up to about 2,000 words. Last thing, whatever your images are saved as counts. So you can save this instead of main stage. You could save this as like Plumber Pasadena or Pasadena Plumbers, and it'll help you rank for those keywords. So that's tip 1. Now tip 2 is called backlinks. Google is kind of like a popularity contest, and they look at how many other websites are linking to you, driving traffic to you. But keep in mind, they do want to see relevant links, which means you're going to get a lot more power from another plumbing company linking to you than you would from like Pizza Hut linking to you, because Google knows you're not a pizza company. And so the tool is, check this out, it's called Ahrefs. It does cost about $1,000 a month, but it gives you some extremely valuable data on what's going on in the back end of websites. So it might be something you want to invest in if you do end up wanting to rank your own site. And it says you currently have 40 websites linking to you, leading to 74 traffic. That's definitely a great start. You actually have more referring domains than Pasadena Plumbing, but they do have more traffic. And the reason is, again, they're targeting the right keywords. If we look at what keywords you're targeting, you could see San Marino Plumbing is good. You're number 1 for that. However, only 20 people search for that a month. Mary Plumbing, these are only people who know your name. We already looked at this one, but these are all people who already know who you are. And then Plumber San Gabriel, again, only 20 people search for that, and you're in the 7th position. But passing the plumbing services is getting a little better. You're at the end of the first page. Mary Plumbing passing the plumbers, 100 people search for that. You're on the 2nd page and going down. We already looked at those, but you can see these keywords start to rank up, and that's what they're targeting, and that's what you should be targeting, so you can get more buyer intent traffic. Also, I would make sure you get some links that have to do with plumbing. So if you look here, there's one, find plumbing experts. You got one. I only see one that has to do with plumbing, and Google will look at this stuff as spammy. So you definitely want to have more links that have to do with plumbing, so Google knows. So that's tip number 2. The last thing is when somebody does type in Pasadena Plumbers, if they need to buy right now, they're going to call the first plumber that shows up that seems trustworthy. And you want to be that plumber because those are the easiest customers to close. People skip these ads all the time, so where you want to rank yourself is the Google My Business section. Getting here requires having more citations than your competitors, which is anywhere where your name, your address, and your phone number are listed in different directories across the web. And directories are just websites that allow you to list your business's information, such as like Yelp, Yext, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Facebook, Angie's List, Home Advisor. These are all the most common ones. The best strategy here is to figure out what directories these guys are listed in, go list yourself in those exact same directories, and then add a bunch more on top. So if Pasadena Plumbing is in 150 directories, I would say to put yourself in 250, if not 300. So that's all I've got for you, Rosie and Noemi. I hope you guys found this really informative. As just a really quick recap, you're going to want to get this website up to about 2,000 words and save your images as keywords. You're also doing pretty good with the amount of links you have. I would just say to get one, target the right keywords in your text and in your images, but 2, make sure you get more domains that have to do with plumbing so Google knows that it's actually a relevant link, you're not just spamming them. And the last thing is put your name, your address, and your phone number in more directories than your competitors. Just make sure it's spelled the same way across the internet so it's all relevant. If y'all want to take this free information and apply it yourself, please do. This is free education. I'm here to give back to as many people as I can. The only thing I would ask for is just a sentence of feedback to let me know what you thought about this video so I can make these better in the future. And if you do want any help getting this stuff done, if you want a further attack plan, I can write something out for you. You can always give me a call. I'll do it for free. My phone number is 805-618-6426. Either way, I do appreciate your time watching this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much. Bye.